Any trouble moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking the doctor about your breath.
What's up, guys? Happy opening night. Yankees Giants. We'll obviously talk some Braves too, because I didn't really talk about the roster. No surprises except Octavio Vito, which I think people are freaking out too much about. But let me share this real quick. But I'm glad that we made it through the off season, the slowness and all of that. But we're finally here. The Braves don't play till Friday, so that's kind of annoying. And I know the TV situation for some is still up in the air. I will do a video so you guys can find that. Or so it's easier to figure out what you need to do and things of that nature. I'll try to get a video out when everybody that it'll be interesting to see what Tony Vitello is as first college coach to fully go to the manager spot in Major League Baseball. So we'll see.
A lot of great stories already told. And right now, the next one is being loaded up. Showtime. From the very first frame, this one doesn't go. The kind of story that doesn't come around very often.
So I'm going to try to do more live watches this year, mostly of the Braves, but since it's opening night, and I could watch this with, like, just chill and watch it, it might be better. So, but come hang out and let's have some fun. Hi, what's up? Super awesome. Just to talk baseball. Finally, what's up? Glad to see you. Thanks for the support, and hopefully a lot of W's for the Braves. Obviously, the starting pitching, a question, but we'll see what happens. I think it's still a really good roster, and things will work themselves out because they usually do. And I think that we'll see how it goes. But I'm really excited to get this thing going. What I like about Bryce Elder is that he makes no excuses about however his performance goes. He's a ground ball guy. You know what you're gonna get. And he doesn't. I mean, he is who he is. I think it's not a. It's not. Obviously, Bryce has had his up and downs, but he's been out there. He's had the most starts for the Braves, so he knows. He takes the ball no matter what. He wears it if he needs to wear it. He competes his butt off. I mean, Bryce Elder is a very polarizing player in the Braves organization, and I think it'll be interesting to see how his season plays out because A, we have a new pitching coach in Jeremy Hefner, and B, he has no options left, so there's no net for us to send him down and things of that nature. So it'll be interesting to see what the leash is, if there is one, and things of that nature. So Bryce Elder, probably gets way too much heat, but I also understand it because it's frustrating at times. But I don't think he has as much margin for error as some of these other pitchers as well with his arsenal. So we'll see if it's evolved. I mean, and it's not like we haven't seen the good Bryce Elder. He was an All-Star in 2023. He has had more velocity this spring, so it may be something different, and we'll see. But I can't wait to get it rolling and see how it goes. But I'm pretty sure I can make this prediction that the Braves will not start 0-7. But as we get rolling, Yankees Giants. It's just really going to be interesting to see how Tony Vitello translates to the major leagues, because he's one of the best college coaches you'll ever see. But I just till you see it, I don't know if you can judge it. So, and obviously, Jesse Chavez. Love Jesse Chavez. He's the bullpen coach for San Francisco, so there will be some love for that. It'll be interesting to see the Yankees because they're basically just running it back. And they didn't do a lot of splashy Yankee-ish type moves. And I don't know if they're going to regret the Trent Grisham qualifying offer of it all, and see if they could have so we'll see there. But I forgot the opening day stuff takes a little longer when you're at home and stuff. I just don't know if running it back for the Yankees is necessarily the idea, but we're obviously gonna see. I just expected a little bit more splashy from them, so we'll definitely see. But I think obviously the starting rotation outside of Sale is very, very. There's a lot of question marks with it, but I think what we saw in spring training, what our bullpen does and did do with Joel Pyomps being able to take more than 3 outs a lot of the time, the bridge to your back end guys. I think there's a lot to like. I mean, Martin Perez, all of our guys are, if they're on, they're getting a lot of ground balls for the most part. So hopefully our infield is going to be very, very busy early, especially if Martin Perez, Suarez, those type of guys. And obviously the injury concerns with Ronaldo Lopez and Grant Holmes, but they came out of it seemingly okay. So hopefully that trend continues, and it's not. And obviously, watching Max Fried tonight, people are complaining that we didn't sign him to the contract, and I mean, I love Max Fried, but I thought that was too much. And the Braves themselves have not forked over for a starting pitcher for a significant contract in a while, so I didn't think that was ever gonna change. So I just never thought it was gonna change. So, but Max Fried deserved the contract, and I'm glad he got it. I just think the long-term pitching contracts, there's only a couple that I can remember that actually worked out. Maybe Max Scherzer with the Nationals being one of them. And I guess worked out meaning for the team and the player, because obviously the player, it works out because they're financially stable and just working out. Team and player meaning they stay healthy and are successful. So I don't know. I think that I love Max Fried. I love watching him pitch, and I'll forever be grateful for everything he did for Atlanta. But and especially in 2021 Game 6. But I mean, he's a great regular season guy. It just doesn't always click in the postseason, and it really didn't for him and the Yankees last year against the Blue Jays. Now the Blue Jays got really hot. And did their thing, so that's part of it as well. But pitching is such a inexact science to try to figure out and try to make sure that's best for the team, player, and everyone involved. So it's just a little in the volatility of pitching. Every time you think you have enough, you probably need more, and we see that with Didier Fuentes and most likely J.R. Ritchie coming up sooner rather than later, given our injury. Injuries riddled throughout the rotation for us now, so that's the big thing. The Yankees have a 4-game opening day winning streak. I believe that's what they said. The Giants are an interesting one because you've got Luis Arraez, Rafael Devers having a full season. Yeah, I think the prospects of it all and the rankings of systems and all that stuff is like really overrated, and it's subjective because the Braves continue to graduate, so to speak, big time pieces. So, and I for the
And now, here to perform the Star Spangled Banner, please welcome retired Navy Petty Officer First Class.
For the national anthem, of course.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing, the bombs bursting.
But there's nothing like opening night, whatever you want to call it, because for the next 6 months you're always going to have something on TV that you love. And nothing like rooting for your team, even how frustrating last year was in the last couple of years. It's always there for the love of the game and a really amazing distraction at times and things. So baseball is undefeated, and we can't complain now about what AA did or didn't do we can complain about what actually happens, and then it'll probably spiral into what AA did or didn't do. But that is okay. I'm okay with that because we get to talk about actual game action and stuff like that. So instead of the possibilities and what if this and what if that, I think that's huge. Who's dad? J.R. Richie's dad? But I wonder how many challenges they're going to be tonight. I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say 4. Got you. Oh, duh. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but you kind of have to preface that. But yeah, I do know. Yeah. Talking about.
Refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the dew.
I'm gonna say 5 challenges tonight. Maybe 3 on both sides.
Clock out. Corona. La Playa awaits.
But if I go the over under 3, I'm gonna go the over.
He doesn't sell. He does sell comic book slice. When business slowed, Hank decided to bring back the $1 slice. He just asked Copilot in Excel. They'll make it work.
No.
Suddenly, Hank says, "You gotta try this place," kind of thing.
Ugh, the Hornets aren't getting any help tonight, which kind of stinks. But yeah, we have a good team. It's just how everything comes together, and I'm just glad we can stop talking about the what ifs and see what actually happens and play it out that way.
We're here.
It's the ultimate goal. I mean, our offense was fantastic in the spring training. So if that continues, then our pitchers will have a little bit more margin of error, and probably should stack.
No place like home. Baseball is something else.
Welcome back to opening night, presented by Adobe on Netflix. Back in beautiful San Francisco at Oracle Park, where the New York Yankees are about 3,000 miles away from
The shadows might even be an issue tonight. So
a very familiar feeling part of the country. And for more on that, we say hello to Lauren Shahadi.
Hi, Maddie. I saw Aaron Judge taking batting practice not too long ago, and then he was signing autographs. And the San Francisco fans let him know how much they wanted him.
yeah, I think Kansas City is gonna surprise some people, but yeah, I think we got a chance to get off to a good start. Like I said, I think the only thing I'm pretty sure of about this year is the Braves will not go 0-7.
For a World Series ring, and Aaron Boone said, "You know what? I think I believe him. King of New York, that is his walk-up song, and if he brings them the first championship since 2009 in New York, he will bring a star to fan base." And very, very happy about it.
Yeah, Lauren, boy, did Aaron Judge remind folks in San Francisco about how good he was and how they missed out on something pretty special.
So
First series here after re-signing with the Yankees. He completely destroyed Giants pitching for a weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And it made the ballpark look small. And before Willie hit 30, the last one to do it was Barry Bonds. But Judge comes in, hits 3 home runs. One of actually the hardest hit in the metrics era that's ever been hit at this ballpark. So Aaron Judge just absolutely destroyed it in his hometown.
Well, I think we'll have a few season sweeps. I don't know where they'll come, but I feel good. I mean,
It's almost already complete for Cooperstown. Hard to say for a guy that's still in the middle of a great career.
Yeah, it is, but I definitely agree with you. It's already Cooperstown ready. I mean, 3 MVPs. What he means to the franchise, being a captain. Him being a hometown guy here. He hits well in this park. Excited to see him.
I think the Marlins are going to be a little bit more scrappy, and I'm just excited to get this thing rolling. And hey, we have to wait till Friday, but at least there's other games for us to watch and enjoy. Yeah, I mean, 7 games on the West Coast to start. That's not I. Wait, I don't. Let's see. I don't know if let me check. Well, my uncle works for the Yankees, so I have to kind of silently go for the Yankees, even though it's like I don't really like the Yankees, but I. Watching. So kind of. But I do have to check. I did a fantasy baseball draft last night. I don't think I have anybody in this game tonight. Let's check. Yeah, but last year's schedule start was ridiculous, and no, I have no one fantasy wise.
Today here at Oracle Park, home of the Giants since the 2000 season. And for folks here, they're just happy that the team is home. This place has been around since 2000, and this is just the 6th opening day that the Giants have had.
We haven't had a lot of opening weeks or opening days at home in a while either, so that's a nice change. So, the shadows are going to be ridiculous, though. I forgot about that being on the West.
One of them will be opening day on the West Coast and in the Southeast every year. Let's avoid the cold.
Hope we don't have to.
I also want to ask you guys about playing here at this.
Austin Wells.
Hunter, you in particular. I mean, the ball goes a little bit more when the sun is shining, and it's windy here this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a little bit. This is known as a pitcher's ballpark, but for whatever reason today, it's early and late in March now, getting towards April, but
yeah,
it's carrying. So they were kind of head scratching. We're expecting this big ballpark, but the ball was carrying at BP. We'll see how it plays out as the night goes.
I thought they were supposed to.
But the other thing, CC,
Yeah.
that's going to be a big factor. Buster was talking about this. The shadows of a 5 o'clock game. Yeah. How much does this help a Max Fried? How much does this help a Logan Webb? 2 guys with
It could be a really fast game with the amount of ground balls that Logan Webb and Max Fried rack up, though.
It definitely helps to have the mound fully covered because you don't want the ball blinking as it's coming at you. But still, you're looking at your backdrop is very bright,
Right now.
and the ball's coming out of darkness. So it's a very kind of messes with the depth perception. So it'll be a challenge. We'll see if the hitters are able to power through.
Sounds like excuses to me.
It'll be interesting, though. I mean, and the challenges and all that stuff. But excuse me. Hopefully.
Undeniably so. The first ever manager in Major League Baseball history to come directly from the college ranks without a day's worth of pro player.
Hopefully it's a good game, and hopefully it's just something to know what's to come. But I mean, the Giants could easily sneak into a wild card. I just don't know what they are. their pieces and their starting rotation are usually solid. So we'll see. I think they have a legit chance if Rafael Devers kind of gets used to finally just puts last year and the whole Red Sox drama behind him, and then you got Willy Adames, and so we'll see. And the impact of Luis Ariz, if there is a significant one to their lineup. Wow, I guess it wasn't supposed to start until 8:30. But I think Logan Webb is, excuse me, is one of the more underrated starters in baseball. I wish the Braves could have snagged them, but
Something else to watch tonight is the advent of the ABS system. And we'll be watching that certainly. The first one will make history. The challenge system in play for balls and strikes. The strike zone will be talked about a lot this year.
Yeah.
And maybe more importantly today for Logan Webb, he had 99 called strikes on pitches out of the zone last year. Most in baseball. Here's the lineup he's pitching.
Oh my gosh. Throws. Start it. There we go. Just for the record, I am not related to Ryan McMahon. He could have challenged that one, the first pitch. Yeah. Yeah, each team gets 2 challenges. If you get it right, you keep it. If you get it wrong, you don't. I think they get an extra one when it comes to extra innings. But that's pretty much that's pretty much the rules, plain and simple.
Another interesting storyline is who's going to be the first ABS challenge in Major League Baseball history.
All right, let's put our heads together. I think it's coming within it.
I think Judge will do it.
Yeah, that's a big. I think it's going to happen quick.
I think it's going to happen pretty quick too. And the Yankees in spring training have been very aggressive with the ABS and tapping the helmet pretty aggressively early in games.
But if I were a pitcher, I would leave it up to the catcher.
Count stage at 1 and 2 on Trent Grisham. It's a Yankee lineup that's very patient in addition to being productive. Their walk rate last year at over 10% was the best in the sport, in addition to leading baseball in runs per game.
I think Ronald and Matt are going to be probably the best for the Braves with the ABS. No. Good at bat by Grisham early. I know it's only 5 pitches, but anytime you can foul some things off with 94, top of the zone. Can't really do much with that.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Giant fans showed their appreciation for Aaron Judge staying in New York as opposed to coming here. I doubt they'll ever let that go.
No. I think he could have challenged that one.
But I feel like they're booing the wrong guy, man. They're booing Arson Judge, not Aaron Judge.
This is an interesting.
I thought that first pitch was challengeable, but
Judge's one was him and Mookie Betts are 1 and 2 for the most balls called strikes out of the zone. So
interesting dynamic between these two.
You know, that kind of stands to reason when you think about how different the shape of those two strike zones are. And the Yankees,
But I think there might be a
lateral component of the strike zone is standard, but it will
thought that
based on the height of the
you really don't want to be wrong on your first challenge.
balls and strikes this year. 2 balls and strike. 3-1 to judge. Oakland umpire tonight is the veteran crew chief Bill Miller, opening his 20th.
Like, because you're gonna quickly know who gets the green light to challenge no matter what, and who gets the stopper. You're really gonna know quickly. Yeah, and I mean there has to be a strategy with it. As long as you're right, you're fine. But there could be really big situations that that's why I really don't mind it, because there's strategy and it needs to be in play.
Three-time American League MVP. White fires the full count pitch, and Judge fouls away another.
Another long at bat for.
This is what you want to see early in the game against Webb.
6-pitch at
But I think it needs to happen for the obviousness and different things.
That's another attribute of this Yankee lineup. Deep counts. The next 3-2.
Ugh, that was nasty.
You're looking for. You start that front corner. Maybe that's the sweeper. He's looking slider 3-2 to try to protect him instead of turning left. You talk about tunnel and CC. This one doesn't turn left, it turns right. So he starts it right where the slider would be a strike, but it runs. This time. Yeah, it's a good pitch. 3-2 and first at bat of the season, first at bat of the and you know the numbers that he has off of you, and he's just trying to get it out there, and that was a great pitch.
So 2 strikeouts.
I thought they were gonna get rid of the box though, because
Who was one of the big free agent storylines
of the ABS.
And after flirting with a couple of different suitors, decided to re-sign with the Yankees for a cool $165 million, which covers the next 5 years of his playing life. A very important guy for the Yankees to re-sign, according to many. His versatility, his productivity. He had a great year last year in his first go-around with the Yankees.
Yeah, I think he's going to age well in that park. The short porch right field, and like you said, him being able to play all over the ballpark, it's just going to be a great thing for him.
Oh, he put it in play. 17 pitches, 2 strikeouts. We'll see. But I'm gonna make my call now for Ronald. Well, that's definitely the case. I think he has a great eye. I think Matt. I thought Austin Riley could have challenged a little bit more, but he might be in what I saw in spring. He might be a little bit more passive. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a fascinating development. But if I were the pitchers, I would not tap my hat. I would just leave it up to the pitchers. I really would. Juan Soto's probably going to challenge a lot too, but I mean, he has a great eye. But that might just be a pure. Well, that's kind of how the Dodgers are now, but I get it. I mean, it's the TBS. The TBS stuff kind of helped. but my brothers were Braves fans, so I just kind of took the love and took it to a big time level, and started the channel and everything that's gone with it.
Let's take a look at Tony Vitello's Giants starting lineup presented by Adobe. New Giant Luis Ariz, a 3-time batting.
So I think that, yeah, I mean, I don't like the abandoning ship of it all, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah.
Gold Glover, 3-time All-Star, 32-year-old Max Fried, who is underway with a miss to Luis Ariz.
I'm sure that's a bucket list ballpark for sure. I've only been to Truist, and I've been to Turner. I haven't been to any away games for any of that. We'll see if Max Fried first inning struggles, get him. That was always a calling card. Ooh. 3-3-0, huh? Luis Ariz might be one that challenges a lot too.
Camera we've got on Bill Miller, the home plate umpire. Give you an idea how hard it is to hit Major League pitching and the conditions.
Not a great start for leadoff walks. Get you every single time. And I say it a lot. I don't know that I have the statistics for it, but it feels like a leadoff walk burns you more than a leadoff double does.
Leadoff hitter report on a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
That's a ball. He could have challenged that one, I think.
Making his 4th career opening day assignment. Aaron Boone might have landed on him even if his other star pitchers were healthy, but the fact remains that they are not. Speaking of Carlos Rodon, who's close, and Garrett Cole, and Clark Schmidt.
But I think the annoying part about pitching is that every team deals with struggles. It just feels like the last 3 or 4 years, the Braves really haven't been able to avoid the disaster injury. Honestly, and it's just unfortunate, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the conditioning staff or the training staff, or just it's pure bad luck. But every team deals with it. It's just really varying degrees. And I really can't say that either, because a lot of pitchers have their other teams that, not just the Braves, but they have other coaches and teammates and things that they use outside of the organization too. So I don't know that that's a thing either. Ugh, that should have been a double play. I don't think that was the greatest feed. What? Yeah, maybe that was just more good hustle, but I thought if yeah.
I'll bring up the DH tonight, Rocky Devers, the 3-time All-Star who joined the Giants after a midseason trade from Boston last year. And ended up having a very productive line, played 90 games with the Giants after the trade. Hit 20 home runs, 51 runs batted in.
I'm checking to see.
Managed to play in 1 163 games in the 162 game season.
Ugh, Max really can't.
Game season. He wants to play. He's just always
Can't get the GPS dialed in early.
loves hitting. He's great helping his teammates hit.
He went through so much turmoil last year. I mean, it's hard to forget about his numbers.
Don't forget about Max Fried's pickoff move, that's for sure.
Everything he went through, moving coast and getting labeled, kind of a bad guy and going through all of that, and still putting up 35 and 100 in this ballpark.
Incredibly impressive. And now, kind of comfortable with the team, the organization.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. That happens a lot. Ooh. Hey, yo. I swear Max Fried has gotten a lot of Max Fried stuff is a lot of dunkers and soft contact devil stuff. But that was it. That was a fantastic read by Matt Chapman. That's a great read and tough break. But yeah, it's a part of the torque as well. There's a combo of everything for pitching injuries and whatnot. And the fact is, Max has only thrown 12 pitches. So,
The first 30 homer season by a San Francisco Giant since Barry Bonds hit 45 in 2004. And number 30 came on the last day of the season last year.
Ooh, that was it.
The fact that it took that long, how much does that say about what Barry was able to accomplish here?
Yeah, I mean, it speaks to this ballpark too, right? Like how tough it is to hit homers here, but Barry was going left, right, all over dead center. Triple alley. I mean, he was hitting them all over this park.
That might have been his first curveball that he's thrown. That's odd.
Unbelievable. What an absolute ball player, power hitter. That's the game.
2 balls and a strike counts. Willie Adames. Max Fried struggling to find command with his cutter. And that was a pitch that was such an
he got one there.
The explanation for his easy transition to New York. Threw a lot of cutters last year, more so than ever before. So far, the command hasn't been there. And I know it's early, small sample.
Yeah, it's early. You just get the nerves, first inning of opening day, you had the 4-pitch walk, and I think it's just nerves.
And his first strike.
There's that 95 cutter blow by him.
And that's that cutter up right there. I mean, he had a chance to throw it there, get it up a little bit, and
Willie Adames has too big of a swing sometimes.
it just stays up over the middle of the plate. If you get that swing in this and you get that swing through, because I think it's coming in.
Yeah, the top of the zone cutter is just so hard to get to, not only for a right-handed batter especially. It's just a tough plane to match and get the barrel too.
First ball, picking a ground ball for Chisholm and gets free to the Yankees out of it.
Well, Max Fried able to work out of it. And if it weren't for the shadows, I don't know that.
Okay, deal's a deal. I guess that whole beauty sleep thing is a myth. That's the best you can do. You look great for a corpse. Okay.
Well, I just hope the Braves have a better. No, I play. I'm really bad at it. I've tried to play it. But yeah, I only get a couple of those right. If that. I'm very bad at that game. I still play Wordle, and yeah, I'm pretty. You'd think I'd be better at that type of game, but I am not.
Treats never touched, then food allergy accidents would never happen. Until then, there's a layer.
But
FDA-approved biologic injection, proven to
it was a longer first inning than
including anaphylaxis.
Don't use if you are allergic to Zolair. Zolair may cause a severe, life-threatening allergic reaction called anaphylaxis. Tell your doctor if you've ever had anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have trouble.
That's cool.
Swelling of the throat or tongue. Zolair should not be used for the emergency treatment of allergic
like I feel like I know a lot of guys, but I feel like I don't. Not in that. I'm not that old school.
Talk to an allergist about Zolair today.
Not that old school at all, but yeah. He is he's a fun watch. Okay. Yeah, at least getting a little bit out. It'll be interesting to see how Luis Arraez does back at second base because he's not that great of a second baseman statistically, but
CC hits hingeless and looks effortless if the ball's moving to both sides of the plate he's on.
I love that analysis. I mean, you know, having the ball be able to jump out of your hand, being able to throw the ball both sides of the plate is something that is going to be important to him. I think pitching inside with, you know, with the velocity that he has is super important. So that's something to look out for.
I'll bring up the five-time All-Star Giancarlo Stanton. That's headed for the gap at right center field.
that was a sawed off.
Spring training much better than he started it with elbow injuries that cost him some time. Has picked up right where he left off in Tampa with an at-bat that gives him a base hit.
Yeah, Bill was talking about
My Giancarlo Stanton? Yes, Giancarlo Stanton did. If that's oh, well, that's been a while.
Spring training, my elbow hurt so badly I can't open a bag of chips, and here he is playing an opening day. Chisholm wears one. Man, he got no chance to get to the way of that one. Tracer ball. Got
Yep.
the shoulder.
Yeah, ground ball. 2 balls probably coming soon.
You know, and I think Jazz saw it late from the shadows. But yeah, this is the best one out there from there.
Yeah, that's. You know,
Don't touch the spot.
This one, yeah, just really trying to go up and in, and
Oh, and the
supposed to come back and get some right in the ribs.
Oh, where's Chris Rock? How much for one of them ribs?
Ouch.
First and second the hard way with nobody out. Strike 1, 2. Next year's Major League Stolen.
The bad part is you might still need 2 hits to score Stanton.
Acquired from Tampa in a trade deadline deal. And as something of an insurance policy at shortstop, Anthony Volpe, who is starting the year on the injured list, still very much in the plans for the Yankees, but Volpe was wobbly at the end of the year. So the Yankees went out and grabbed Caballero, who played a lot in the postseason for them. And there's a shot into left field. Ramos goes to get it. Stanton on his way around to score. Throw comes into second. It's wild.
Oof.
Arrives just to keep that ball from getting into right.
All right.
In the meantime, the Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York.
And this one right here, a rocket off of Caballero's bat. And he was a bit of a catalyst in the playoffs last year as well. As a guy with a lot of speed. He could have
I don't know if I had Jose Caballero as the first RBI of the season.
Webb right here hits the cutoff, and they have a chance to pick him off at second. But fortunately for the Giants, this hits off of Caballero and saves possibly 2 runs.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good swing, you know, especially off the fastball in, getting something soft.
If the bottom of the order can look like that for the Yankees, I think that'll be all right.
First RBI of 2026 belongs to Jose Caballero. And the fire's still hot here, second and third with only 1 away.
I think I think the bounce back factor is there a lot for honestly our entire team. But yeah, I mean everybody's important.
It's a little bit different though. His numbers in Colorado and his numbers here. You get that good humidity here in San Francisco.
0-2 from Webb. Bouncer heading up the middle.
Ooh, squeaker.
3-0 New York.
Squeaker on a 2-strike pitch.
Right there, it's just one of those 20 hoppers. Good things happen if you put the ball in play right here. So that gets ahead of him right there, and honestly gets the swing that he wants. You want to get a ground ball and take a look right here. You better rather be lucky than good. Find a hole, and Yankees feeling some momentum. Yeah, that was that change up there. 0-2 pitch right there. Those are the ones that keep you up at night looking for that pitch. The actually not, no one they left that pitch up.
And the first pitch to Austin Wells is served into the
Just the bottom of the order eating it up right now.
It is 5 straight Yankees to reach base safely. First and second with only one away.
Being aggressive. Yeah, hitting is contagious right now, and this is going to be pitching coach Justin Message come out trying to slow down the bleeding. But you're right, they're being aggressive. They're finding holes. I think the Caballero momentum right there. You get kind of, the hit by pitch. You work yourself, Giancarlo, a nice little kind of CNI single, and then Flash has a good nice.
He hasn't really given up anything hard except the Caballero.
The most runs in Major League Baseball. So they're showing it right here, right out of the gates, running back.
Yeah, that might be the nature of the visit from first-year pitching coach Justin Message.
You mean on the mound visit? Probably just trying to slow him down.
Right there gave Webb a chance. The fact that hit Caballero, the throw was a little bit offline from Thomas.
So first and second with 3 runs in and still only 1 away. First pitch to Trent Grisham, cranked up and sent into the right center field.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's what. I don't think that's what they got. I don't think that's what they went out there to say. Hopefully Trent Grisham's okay. I don't think I had that one on my bingo card. This one on my bingo card today.
We'll take another look. Grisham this is purified right here. Pitch down, change up. And not too often does Webb give up 5.
Nah, he's not gone yet.
Nobody anywhere close to that one. Nothing you can do. It's off to the races. Webb knows it. We'll take a look at this collision at third. This is a pretty big collision. Chapman's a bit of a brick. Another. He just gets.
Nah, they can't burn their pitchers like this so early.
What is going on here with throws that have hit runners twice in the last 5 minutes? And the Yankees are absolutely teeing off on an elite starting pitcher here.
He doesn't have it tonight, but they're still going to ask him to probably go through 4.
So now Aaron Judge doesn't get any easier. And the Giants will bring the infield in. 5-0 New York in the top of the second inning, batting with only 1 away. Judge's strikeout victim in his first at-bat tonight.
See, he could have challenged that one too. Nobody wants to, but that's a ball.
Logan Webb has not endured this kind of damage in any one inning since the 2023 season. Yankees putting their feet up on the furniture here on opening day.
Just the second inning, but Webb is one of those guys, CC, like you mentioned. If you get to him early, you have a better chance because as he settles in, it gets better and better as the game goes on. That's what any elite starting pitcher, to be honest.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the 3-time MVP.
Kind of coming right after Judge right here, right now, huh? Couple backdoor seekers. Those are kind of on the corner. Judge even thought about challenging the first one. The first one.
Nothing but fastballs to Judge so far.
Then he does that to Judge. That's baseball for you right there.
That's kind of the dynamic of the Yankees offense. You have your Judge, and he can pick you up and carry on some things. Right here, that's the changeup. Fastball, changeup down and in. Freezes Judge right there. And that thing is next. Look where it started. Started on that outside part of the plate, and ends up right down the middle.
Cody Bellinger up there hacking is all the Yankees have in this inning. Bellinger, the 9th Yankee.
Again, that's baseball for you. The joys of it and the frustrating part of it. Oof. Good save.
2 balls and a strike to Cody Bellinger.
For Webb, the pitch count now is going to be an issue as well.
And just for the record, it's opening night, not opening day.
1-2.
You gotta see somebody. Please break the ice with the challenge.
Get this last out. Try to get some weak contact. Get the boys back in the dugout. Score a couple runs. Get us back to this game.
Wow, that was.
Last year's loudest lineup in Major League Baseball strikes for 5 big runs in the second. We'll visit with Jazz Chisholm as we go to the bottom of the second in San Francisco. You're watching opening.
Your mental health is better, but having uncontrollable movements called TD.
But yeah, that's probably one of the worst innings that Webb is going to have all year long.
Number 1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed by sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems.
But maybe the Yankees are
report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble keeping or balance.
I guess not, but I just want somebody to break the ice with the challenges, so.
It's Pixar's funniest movie ever.
Oh, it's Diane. She's actually super nice.
Hi.
Disney Pixar's Hopper, Sweet PG, now playing only theaters. Tickets are going out.
Hang on.
My men, clock out. Corona, La Playa awaits.
The Yankees get on the board with 5 runs on 5 hits. There was also a hit batsman that inning, and that hit batsman joins us on the telecast. Our friend Jazz Chisholm Jr., kind enough to visit with us during the game. Jazz, what a way to start the season, getting hit by a pitch.
First time ever.
How we doing, brother? We're good. Elliot Ramos leading things off. I would imagine you guys are feeling good after a 5-run second.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to start off the year like that, First,
Didn't the Yankees score 20 runs against the Brewers on the first day too? Max Fried feels like the run support guy.
It's always a little bit tricky. How'd you see it up there? I know you got one that you said the weight room, saved you there. But how do you see it? How's the vision up there right now? I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't see it. That's why I got hit. I couldn't see it. That's why I got hit. I'm normally good at getting out of the way.
Ball and 2 strikes to count to Elia Ramos. Leading things off in the last of the second. Breaking ball misses 2-2. Jags, you put some pretty big goals on this year. You had a great year last year, 31 bags, 31 bombs. You're talking 50-50 this season.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not shoot for the stars and land on the moon? You know what I mean?
And Ramos is a strikeout victim.
Oh, yeah, Max is probably.
I felt like every time I shoot low, I end up low. So why not shoot high? You gotta believe it before you can do it. You gotta see if they can be it, my man. You understand? I'm not gonna be out here saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go hit 20-20 and then hit 19 homers." No, I love it, Jazz. What's up, bro? What's the vibe right now of the season? I know everybody was saying that you guys are running it back, and I know internally you guys feel good about the squad that you have. So what's the vibe for you guys right now? I mean, the vibe's good, man.
No, I don't think so. I think I personally don't like Jazz. He's fine, but when somebody criticizes him, he can dish it. He can dish the trash talk, but he really can't take it. And even though I kind of have that quality in some ways too, I just don't like. He's not my favorite. He's a great ball player, but it's just not my.
Jazz, I want to ask you about your starting pitcher here today. Tell us a little bit about getting to play behind him. What's it like playing behind your 19-game winner last year, Max Fried?
I mean, it was great not facing him anymore,
You're not saying divisions in Atlanta,
Miami. I mean, it sucks kind of facing him every time, And now I get to sit behind him and watch him work and realize why he was always getting me out. So it kind of feels good to see everybody else get out from him other than me,
2 balls and 2 strikes to Casey Schmidt.
See, you know how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Jazz could have. Nah, let's not pay back. He ain't trying to do that. He ain't trying to do that. It's 5-0. You're not trying to create a rally. I guess you could say it, but nah.
You have a guard. You have that lat muscle, my man. What are you talking about? Check the ball. Hey, Jazz, I want to ask you another thing because you get a lot of range out there. I love watching you work at defense. Talk to us, some little leaguers out here. What's your prep before each pitch? I know you're talking to us and you're doing the footwork. I'd like to.
Nah, definitely not payback. Just when they got away.
You were just moving before you hit that ball that way. Yeah. You took off before the ball went that direction.
Like I said, I feel like, when you play against a lot of guys and you understand the pitches that they hit.
Yeah. I think I've heard that. But I mean, I think definitely not on opening day and all that. That's.
Ball and 2 strikes to count to Patrick Bailey. Jazz, there's a lot of talk in baseball all the time about sign stealing, guys standing at second base and relaying signs. You're out there at second base. Do you see a lot of that?
Oh, yeah. I see a lot of teams do that. We do it. I mean, it's part of the game. You got to hide your pitches. And if you don't hide your pitches, the other team goes to the other hitters.
So what can you do at second base to try to go and talk to the pitcher, or is there a sign for you? How do you stop that?
I normally let the pitchers know, but at the same time, I try my best to get in the runner's head so they don't ever be looking in there.
Ooh, I don't know what he was looking at there.
He liked that one. He loved that one.
That is the cutter.
Yeah, everybody does it. As long as it's in the context of baseball, in the game, that's fine. Everybody does it. That's not a secret.
not really show them up. If you do it the right way, you're not really showing them up. You know, everybody misses pitches, even us. We get it wrong sometimes. They get his balls. That's right. So I feel like it works both ways, you know. Absolutely.
Oh, and one, the former Yankee Harrison Bader, who falls behind nothing.
Yeah,
I know we got 2 strikes, 2 outs here, but I gotta ask you, how much do you feel like the relaxation of frustration towards the umpire and that tension since the ABS in spring training?
I think it helps a lot, honestly, because now you can't blame the umpire for nothing, you know. You don't have that excuse to be like, oh, he's the one who's the reason I got out. No, ain't no more of that.
It feels like a fair game. We like that.
Yeah, I was a victim of that. Can't lie.
Ball and 2 strikes account to Harrison Bader, batting with 2 out, a runner at first.
that's not something that sign stealing is just part of a game. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, I'd say either Atlanta or LA Dodgers. I like Anaheim too.
What about Atlanta? You like?
I don't know. I get a lot of hits in Atlanta.
That's what I'm talking about, Jazz. I love Milwaukee, baby.
There's Max Fried. He settled in. Max Fried, when he gets on a roll, is very very elite. It's the rocking chair for sure.
You never know when a play will become legendary. When the moment comes, will you be there? Make it a season you'll never forget when you bet on baseball. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
That particular dish is a dish I would cook with my grandmother.
Please enjoy.
I'm just excited to get everything going. We'll see how everything works out, but I think we have a more versatile lineup. Yeah, 23 was something to behold, and I think that we missed the boat, and that was our real big chance, but hopefully we can get back to some of that.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives a lot more. T-Mobile families saved over $3,700 compared to the other big guys in the past 5 years. Our experience plans include amazing benefits like top streaming services, free Dash Pass by DoorDash, and a bunch more.
So, yeah, I think there's gonna be something in the middle there. Yeah, he does. He looks a lot better. The strike zone awareness is much better. I think that he's probably the one that's gonna take the biggest leap back to Rookie of the Year status type thing. I mean, I really do. I think
against the same part of the order. Yankees batted around and scored 5 in the second, so it's Rice, Stanton, and Chisholm once again.
And I think that this is going to be an important part of their lineup, 4, 5, and 6. You know,
Yeah.
Rice can take the next step, get to 35.
The fact that he walks, I think he walked like 8 times in the spring, and he only had like 12 in the regular season. So I think there's a leap there for sure. A leap is definitely going to happen.
And everybody took note of what this guy did specifically against the fastball last year. My goodness, a slugging percentage of .550 against the heater.
And
and very elite company in terms of hard hit percentage. And that's number 5 for Webb.
Got the strikeout ball working.
Sweeper right there inside corner. And honestly, we haven't seen the challenge yet. We were all thinking it was going to come early. And some of these balls are on the corners, but it seems like more careful with them now at the regular season.
Dominic Smith, and probably Kyle Farmer. Obviously Ronald will get some. And I wouldn't say prospects because then you get, it's kind of different with, because you call your minor leaguers your prospects, but I think it's Dominic Smith versus righties and Kyle Farmer and some others against lefties. Plus Ronald will have some DH and things of that nature. No, I don't. I do not miss pitchers hitting at all.
Two quick outs now for Jazz Chisholm. And all of a sudden, Webb's found that sweeper.
So as CC was saying, they were aggressive with the changeup early, almost like they were trying to take it out of his.
Nah, I can't. No, because one, the Braves couldn't get a pitcher out, and two, most of the time, except for Max Fried, it was not fun to watch.
Like that, it's huge, and it just speaks to the vet that he is and how poised he is out there on the mound. How quick did the Yankees be like, hey, he's not throwing the changeup as much, get ready for the sweeper? They haven't adjusted yet.
Chisholm bounces it out to first, going to do it himself. So it's a 1-2-3 third for Logan Webb.
Well, Tom Glavine's still around for broadcasting purposes. He was really fun to watch.
It's why Major League Baseball partners with Adobe to harness the power of creativity and marketing tools to turn their history, heroes, and rituals into personalized experiences for over 300 million fans around the world.
So,
MLB Fan Experience. It starts with Adobe.
Taking
yeah, there's been a few games. That's cool. I like when they do that.
I just moved into the neighborhood. Come work for Wi-Fi? Sure, Chuck. That's what Capital One Cafe is here for. Open 7 days a week at most locations. Can I get you anything on dog walk on the face cash? Anything for name? Oh, my washing machine comes fresh also. Okay. Just the thing. Ooh, you make a pretty good bank guy.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Capital One checking account.
For sure.
What's in your wallet? Natural.
They tell you to optimize, to have. But what if you were never broken?
Chip's cool. Chip can definitely call a big moment, but I'm really happy with our team now. For sure. I like our broadcast. I think it's one of the best in the league.
Let me just be very clear. You're not going to survive.
So. Logan Webb found that slot. Last inning slot.
All right, folks, so welcome back. One Piece has hit McCovey Cove. Yeah, that's Luffy there, captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, and it looks like he's going to try to pitch. There goes. Come on, Chopper. Close. But it's caught by a fan.
I don't know who Jordy is.
Yeah, you heard the captain. Chase your dreams. One Piece season 2 is streaming right now.
I don't think I know who Jordy is.
Top of the order here for the Giants in their half of inning number 3, 5-0 Yankees early on tonight. Opening day on Netflix. Arise Chapman and
Brian Jordan. Okay.
Who, after kind of a wobbly first inning, Racked up 3
You keep going with these different nicknames and
Settled into this game and, starting to throw a lot of strikes and getting ahead. Not in disadvantage, but getting ahead, and he's starting to put guys away.
Arise walked on 4 pitches to start the bottom of the first, and this is a guy who's not easy to walk. He's usually up there hacking.
Yeah, for the Giants, base runners are going to be a premium if you want to claw back into this ball game. Second time through the lineup.
And when you have a 5-0 lead like this, it can be difficult when you're not super sharp.
see that one you could have challenged too.
You get a big lead like this, you're just trying to find it. Find the rhythm, be able to get these guys back in the dugout and try to score some more runs.
Free right back in the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
But sometimes I would always want like a closer game to make me block in a little more.
They take the foot off the gas.
Yeah, a
all
little
of a
bit.
sudden, you give up a couple. You got to keep attacking just like it's a close game.
First full count against Freed. Again, this dude's tough to walk.
One of the hardest to strike out as well.
It's the first time he swung the bat today.
This is good for the Giants. This is why you bring in Arise to give you a nice long at bat against a frontline starter. Give the guys behind him a chance to get something working, get them tired.
Battling, still 3-2.
45 pitches.
Luis Arise, by the way,
Might be the only.
15-game hitting streak into opening day. If you're like me, you think that hitting streaks should all be counted within the course of the season. In fact, they carry over. And if anybody gets close to DiMaggio with a carryover hitting streak, we got problems.
Harder to carry it over a season because you get in a rhythm in a hitting streak, and now all of a sudden it's a whole new ballgame.
What was that?
First, Rice to Freed.
Rice, that was not the smoothest thing I've ever seen, but it worked, I guess.
Maybe it's splash in. Are you going to dive in? You got the life jacket.
I'm not getting in the water. It's freezing. This is time we're tied up like it's Jaws 2. There's no way.
Be careful out there, Bert. I heard it gets ruthless out there.
Yeah, this is the best way to enjoy this stadium. Outside the cheap seats, the expensive ones that the tech boys buy, but this is where I want to watch a game.
Oh, yeah. Nothing better, huh?
It's amazing, especially when I was allowed to drink right now. Hey, are they
Dumb.
hospitable out there, Bert? Because I know they can be kind of territorial. No, I'm not working. Yeah, I love a beer. Thank you very much. They're very hospitable.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Kansas City is gonna surprise some people, but hopefully. But yeah, I mean, starting at home too, I think that helps.
You need to start one in the kayak, my man.
Hey, let me tell you, thank you very much, sir. I'm on blood thinners. I'm not supposed to watch this under my cardiologist. Please change over to
Conversations in a kayak, huh? That's the new name of your fourth podcast.
Conversations. I love
Hey,
it.
we just found the pedals on this thing. This is amazing, guys. Enjoy. We'll check in with you. Hopefully, you're still sailing.
They got a pretty good pitching staff, and I think they're gonna be a sneaky team. But hopefully,
Oh, that's a winner.
he has a 4.57 ERA from last year. Last year's over, and even if it's a career ERA, I've seen him shove against lineups. I'm not. But yeah, I think it is favorable, but I'm not gonna. Anything can happen. So talking about that right now is kind of. I mean, everything's a clean slate, so I think it's very important to have that caveat.
He's terrible. But since choosing Nutrafol to help him grow visibly thin, fuller hair, he's on track for a comeback. Just not one that involves
Can't ever assume anything in any sport, but especially baseball.
Cars are not cool. Cars can come in all shapes and sizes. Metal cars are mid-size or similar. Cars are all about the details. Rental cars are also about the details. It's cool when you can pick the exact car you want and pick it up exactly where you want. Like here, or even way out here, but never here. No one wants
So,
me here. You want me here. Sure.
yeah, I'm just really excited. Hate that we're on the last leg of it, but
You need to know in MLB The Show 26. Challenge missed calls with the new ABS system. Pitch smarter with real MLB pitch usage rates and rise to the moment with bear down pitching. At the plate, new zone hitting options and expanded pitch history give hitters the edge in the clutch. And with deeper defensive attributes and hundreds of new fielding animations, every play looks and feels more real than ever. See you in the show. Rated E for everyone.
Welcome back to San Francisco. Tony Vitello, they got to Logan's off-speed early. How has he adjusted and settled?
Yeah, they were obviously getting a little more aggressive early in the count. So, I mean, he's adjusted as far as pitch location early, but also every one of their hitters is capable of doing damage, and he's got good stuff. So if that'll, a battle that you're going to see.
oh, here's for sure.
I see you guys talking after they face Max Fried. What are they sharing? What are they seeing?
I think just the shapes of the pitches. I think there's a couple of things that are different than maybe in the past, or some things that they've seen in particular tonight. So they're just trying to communicate and stay ahead of the game.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Laura, thanks. We've got our first ABS challenge. ABS powered by T-Mobile. And a call that was a strike.
Little sinker up and in. That's been perfect. Bill Miller staying perfect. But see, him being able to throw the sweeper last pitch to get them off the changeup, last inning to get them off the changeup early in the count has opened up to being able to throw that.
I just
earlier.
the top of the lineup, the top of the Giants lineup is a little scary, but I don't know that they have the length. And I guess that's going to be the one thing.
First ABS challenge would come on a pitch that would be upheld. You're a winner. Every challenge it felt like we watched in spring training was a call that was overturned.
Yes. I would like to see the percentages. It was pretty even.
Here's Ryan McMahon with one away. Here was the pitch in question. The pitch challenged by Jose. Thought that was up and in. Challenge. Call was upheld. The umpires unit is at home going, yes, one for our guy.
Umpires up 1-0. It's going to be a battle all year.
And I can see why you would challenge that, right? Like, you think that's up and in, look like it's at your hands.
That's also fun to watch the game without the box there anymore. And you get to watch the art of the game once again. And also,
The box is still there on my screen.
the experience becomes fun. And to me, I feel like the magic is kind of back.
Well, so as Elle and the guys were talking about during the pregame show, that's one challenge gone from the Yankees now because it goes away. You have two. If you miss on one of them, it leaves your inventory. So the Yankees are left with one ABS challenge now.
And that makes it really, you got to really know if you want to challenge again.
And I think Bailey just threw that 2-0 pitch. I think that presented. I think that was a ball, and it called him a strike. And I think McMahon had Caminero not challenged. I think he would have challenged that pitch.
And you better make sure you get the next one right.
There's a new game within the game, man. There's a lot of things always happening in baseball. The more deep you go, there's more things to talk about. But this is a new addition too.
The box is still on my screen though.
And that one misses. McMahon draws a walk. So here is the rule in its most abbreviated form. Again, as you mentioned, each club gets 2 to start the game. You keep them as long as they're successful. Only the pitcher, catcher, or hitter can challenge, and you've got only 2 seconds to do so. So no help from the dugout, no help from the video room. And you get that call, it plays on the scoreboard, fans react to it, and think of like watching a tennis major and the reaction that those boundary calls get when they put them up on the scoreboard. First of all, there would have been no John McEnroe legacy if that Hawkeye thing was in tennis back in the 70s and 80s, but that's what we're dealing with here in Major League Baseball. Here's Austin Wells now with a man aboarded one away, a ball and a strike to Wells, who joins your former teammate Brett Gardner, CC, as the only Yankees to hit leadoff opening day one year, and then the next season bat number 9 on opening day. And he's got a base hit.
The Yankees' bottom of the order is
To
really.
the Yankees against the Webb today. Wells now 2 for 2.
Yeah, he went right back to that change at first pitch.
No, the bench can't call it. No. It's only the pitcher, catcher, and batter. The bench cannot call it. The bench can call other challenges, but not ABS.
Now, back to the ABS, it's pretty impressive. They have like 12 cameras from all these different angles, but the one thing that I thought was really funny, Justin Verlander brought this up, that Mino used to just be like, yeah, just tell us your height and your weight. And a couple guys got a little bit shorter this year.
Guys are losing to me.
Osteoporosis coming in soon.
Ball and strikes. By the way, I want to correct that. Grisham's ball in the second was scored a triple. In fact, it's the first opening day triple for a Yankee since Johnny Damon in 2009.
No, that's a part of it. You can't. You gotta be 100% convicted in whatever you call the emotions are the emotions, but the bench cannot call it. It's only the pitcher, batter, and catcher. So, and they're the ones right in the middle of it. So.
The last thing I remember is giving up a big double to Adam Jones and being pulled out of the game.
I would say that it ended better than it started that year, though.
It definitely did.
You take opening day like that for the World Series championship.
But it was different. You know, I had a chance to start opening day a couple of times in Cleveland, but putting on that New York Yankees uniform and having that New York across your chest for the very first time was incredible. Seeing Mo and
they're having better at bats.
Those different guys in the uniform made it real.
I don't think anybody can speak to what it's like to join the Yankees after a difficult offseason better than you can. Because that 2008 season, the way you ended it in Milwaukee, and the Terry stayed along with you, there's a little another one head for no man's land.
Nah.
Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch.
That's definitely a lot more difficult here in Oracle. It's a very windy day.
No, it's not. Because if you don't have a challenge, you're still going to have the stare downs and things of that nature. In my opinion, you're still going to have parts of that.
Just like the ball Devers hit earlier in the game, but Drew Grissom kind of lost it in the sun, and shadows are kind of gone now.
I think you're still going to have it because, again, you still only have 2 challenges, so you have to
Found that sweeper.
The sweeper is what's got him back into this ball game and get through some of these innings.
It's not going to change. It might change some antics, but new antics will come. Honestly, or in my opinion.
Aaron Judge at 340 hitter last year and route to MVP honors with runners in scoring position. Another one fouled away this time. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one wasn't quite as sharp.
But good location. Location can drop. That's top outside of the zone and just not able to get to it as Judge. So here we go with 2 strikes.
Where do you go here? You go back down, out, in.
I think it's sweeper away. He goes in and change it.
He has had
a sinker tonight. 2-2.
He has had Judge's number, but
Top of the zone sinker coming back outside. I think he had a chance to get a look on the
top of the zone sinker away. All right.
nope, change up.
2 in the 4th. Opening day in San Francisco, and the visitors still leading by 5.
100 years ago, no one would insure cars for military members. So they did it themselves. A group of 25 soldiers backed each other.
None of the
Later, we're still
basketball scores I need to
not just because it's the
be.
right thing to do. It's in our DNA. Those values our founders shared: honor, service, loyalty, integrity. Those are the things we live by, and why our members know we'll be there. Because at USAA, we take care of our own. Taxes was so taxing.
Oh, I was talking about NBA. But yeah, at least the tournament has been more exciting lately. Sure.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer, the homebody who prefers the great indoors. But nature does call.
Yeah.
And outside is outside.
Yep. Big Hornets fan, big Canes fan, big Panther fan. Yep.
Delivered right to their door or right to the couch. For quality meds and great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Timbertech looks so much like wood because we really study wood. That kind of nuance you just can't achieve without pushing the boundaries of what's possible technically. So as climate evolves, as wildfires,
Gotcha. Need you guys to lose too. But
we're constantly working to be able to stay ahead of those needs of consumers even before they know they have them.
Welcome back to San Francisco on Aaron Boone's favorite day. You told your team, call someone who helped you get to this point on opening day. Who's that person for you, Aaron?
It's different every year. This year it'll be my mom. I know she's watching, so my mom and dad are on the couch watching. So, hi, Mom and Dad. Love you.
Love you. And that streak looks good. I'm sure Garrett Cole's lurking somewhere, wanting to pitch tomorrow. Full strength is when, do you think?
Tough to say. I mean, full strength. He's already full strength. It's a matter of now being disciplined.
That's cool.
Process,
being at their first game ever. That's
80, 90 pitches, and that's still a ways away. But man, he looks great. He's throwing the ball great. His command's been pretty sharp, and we'll look forward to getting back at some point.
CC Sabathia's in the booth. He told me to tell you that his Raiders will win more games than your in.
No chance.
He's not buying it, Aaron. Thank you.
Yeah, we might have a tough time selling people on that seat.
We didn't even know that, bro. We're back. Talk about the optimism right here. The relentless flow of the positive. There's always optimism until about Halloween.
0-2 to count to Willie Adames leading off the San Francisco 4th. I love the Boone shouting out mom and dad watching at home. Of course, the Boone family is baseball royalty with such a great lineage of major league players and managers and stars dating back to grandfather Ray. Adames sprays in into center field.
in this ballpark, everything sounds a little harder than it actually is.
So far, so good for the visitors. So far, so good for us in Netflix's first ever Major League Baseball telecast. Hunter Pence, CC Sabathia, Matt Bester with Lauren Shahadi. I don't think any of us saw a 5-run inning against Brandon Webb in our tea leaves today, but that's in fact what happened for the Yankees.
Yeah, they got to him. You can tell they had a game plan to get after the changeup.
Brandon Webb, he's retired, but I
really just suffocated him quickly. It was a lightning strike and good inning there for the Yankees.
And somewhere Brandon Webb's ears are ringing.
Yeah, he's a good singer.
Logan, my bad's a good singer. We're going to call you out.
Logan Webb, of course, I misspoke. Want to know the count to jump in the lead.
But to Logan's credit, being able to come out in the third and fourth, have shutdown innings, trying to help his team, score some, get back in the dugout and score some runs. You can see how he leads the league in innings pitched every year. giving up 5 in 1 inning and then still being able to come out and throw 0.
It's so impressive how he does that.
Looking out to left center, Grisham gliding over to make the catch.
Max Fried's in the proverbial rocking chair again.
Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games, plus live radio broadcasts, game day freebie, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Don't look now, but Max Fried has retired 7 in a row. As he goes to work on
It's usually how it happens for Max.
We mentioned the significance of Elliot Ramos starting in left field tonight, guys. And it ends quite a distinguished streak in Giants franchise history. Hunter, one that you were a part of.
Yeah, it's one of those classic Hunter Pence streaks that I'm a part of, just super awkward, but he ends a streak of 18 consecutive different opening day starting left fielders. Yeah, that's a classic baseball stat right there. But congratulations to Ramos to end the streak. It started with Barry Bonds. You know, our good friend Mark DeRosa was a part of that, myself as well. And no longer we have a consistent opening day in San Francisco, and it's Elliot Ramos.
That is quite a run.
Hitting them bombs.
That is quite a run, though, right? Like,
It's most in the history of them.
There you go.
That's a base hit that ends the stretch of 7 in a row, retired by Fried.
Those are always fun. The random type of games you get to go see and have the memories of.
So we have the Giants are tied, but do not break the Major League record.
2-out base runner down for Casey Schmidt, who was hit by a pitch in the second. It's a fascinating list of names, too. You mentioned a couple of guys on that list. Mark DeRosa, yourself. Barry started it. Mike Morse, Fred Lewis. I mean, you see a lot of names in there, players that were here.
There's a lot of elite names there. I was going to say, I didn't know if it was Ricky Henderson but I got you. It's really cool. To have those memories of All-Stars and Hall of Famers that you saw in person. Sure.
He just asked Copilot in Excel to help make it work.
For sure. Very cool.
Try this place kind of thing. Hank makes the pizza.
How you doing?
Copilot handles the spreadsheets.
Enjoy. Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor.
See if the Yankee bullpen can stabilize a little more than they did last year at times, especially after the trade deadline. We'll see how they deploy it. Obviously, 5-0. You got a little bit more wiggle room, of course. But.
Come visit us and see what's in store for you.
Well, I'm glad. Again, that's another experience that only sports can give you, and those security guards reading the moment and all that stuff. That's it's good to see and good to have.
Check out my game day drip. It's custom. Forget the game. You're watching me. Who loves you? And if you have the right auto coverage, you'll be paying for that yourself. So switch to Allstate. You can save hundreds. That's hope.
Netflix's coverage of opening night baseball is brought to you by Adobe. Always on fan engagement. It starts with Adobe, official partner of Major League Baseball. And by Intuit TurboTax.
Good to see. Good.
Top of the fifth inning, and on the first pitch, Cody Bellinger has a base hit into right, and the theme continues. The Yankees jumping the count.
Just aggressive.
Against the two-time.
Because if you let him get to 2 strikes, you're probably gonna go Aaron Judge.
Feel good for Cody Bellinger. Get the first hit out of the way here. Yeah, you're right. It's get one out of the heart of the plate, get your sinker, get your changeup, and let it rip.
Strike out.
That's a beautiful line drive from Bellinger.
Another first pitch knock. They come back to back. So now 4 of the 8 hits for New York have come on the first pitch of the at-bat, and there are runners.
Ambush mode.
2 pitches to open the fifth.
They're just seeing it up and just whatever they can put a good swing on, build it.
It's a beautiful approach. It's relentless. It's aggressive. Gets you one of the changeup or the sinker up because Webb does have such. All of his pitches have.
Because he's always gonna be in the zone too. Because he rarely walks people. So sometimes the effectively wild is better than.
On an opening day roster for the 15th time in his career, so far the Yankees have cashed in with runners in scoring position. They are 3 of 7 in that category, and it's a ball with no strikes on the 5-time All-Star. Big career numbers against the Giants for the guy they call Big G, who has driven it around with the 3rd straight hit.
6 of them, huh?
And none of them cheap. These are all just blistered line drives. This one 114.4. I'm gonna add the 0.4 because when you get to the 100 and teens,
I don't think you can go with him much longer.
They might want to start getting somebody into the bullpen.
yeah, right here. That's you don't often square out the big pitches 3 times in a row, and it's a good lineup, but they're on it. That's a jumping back.
Gave up 4 straight hits in the second, 3 straight hits to open the 5th. You know, ifs and buts and candies and nuts and all that stuff. If you could take the 2nd inning away, Webb's been pretty good tonight. The 5th inning is starting the way the 2nd started.
I just think you have to give the Yankees hitters and coaches credit, for, the gameplay that came out here against Webb today. And, like I said, just being aggressive, seeing it up, and putting a good swing on whatever they see.
Yeah, it's been.
Wow. It's a good pick.
Schmidt the second for 1, and the relay's not going to be in time. It gets away at first base, and that'll score a run. A giant misplay leads to a 2nd run this inning.
Another runner gets hit with the ball right there, but
That's the 3rd hit while running for the Yankees.
That's a misstep and a good fortunate drafting by you. I thought Casey Schmidt was a catcher.
Career start at first base tonight, and perhaps some of that inexperience is at play, as you suggest.
Wow, they're really letting.
And that's a tough play to field and throw and get back to first, especially if you're not super familiar. You're 12 start, but Schmidt's been incredible. He started as a 3rd baseman. He can play short.
Oh, okay. He started as a 3rd baseman. They are letting him kind of eat it out there.
Counts the ball and a strikeout. Jose Caballero, who has a run scored and an RBI single on his line tonight. 7 runs on 9 hits against Logan Webb.
Oh, now Giancarlo Stanton is on a different level than Dan Uggla. Dan Uggla had one couple good years, but not even in the same ballpark of that, in my opinion.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys to memorabilia, scan the QR code on the screen or visit MLBshop.com.
We're gonna get any help tonight.
Doing something against Webb tonight that didn't happen through the entire 2025 season, and that's get to him for 7 runs. So with 2 gone now, here's Ryan McMahon, who has been a contributor. He has singled in 2 runs and walked.
And it is opening night, and it's something that you didn't see all of last season. So pretty uncharacteristic. Logan Webb is one of the most consistent, dependable
He is.
Pitchers in all of baseball.
Yeah.
It's his opening day. You know, it's just one of those things. It's opening day. He's gonna win. It's gonna be tough,
Well,
but he's
maybe, but that number was pretty small for Dan, if I remember correctly. In context to other teams.
It feels like this could be the end of it for Logan tonight if he can finish off the fifth inning. Jack with a big jump. There he goes. Bailey's thrown out. Skips into center field. Guy that wants to go 50-50 this year has his first stolen base of 2026.
starts with one. I was going to say, take it to 50. You don't
That's some aggressive right there. Obviously, 7-0 ball game, but still only the fifth inning. Yeah, he's got that athleticism.
Well, he's on a pace for 162.
Excuse me. Well, and if this is what the Yankee lineup can be, and Judge hasn't done really anything, could be really good. But I'm still questioning a little bit that they didn't add a little bit more. But if tonight's any indication, they'll be fine. Right, that's a smaller number than typical.
Commissioner Rob Manfred will join us in the booth next as you're watching.
That's a little bit.
The place we run to every spring, where the love of the game calls us back. And in the shine of diamonds, home runs.
Yeah, it's definitely a smaller number than typical.
No place like home.
Baseball is something else.
To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element, and with salt and spray.
All right, see ya. Thanks for hanging.
Inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, la playa opens.
Thanks for hanging.
Mama working 85 lives here?
Yep, that's my mom. The absolute legend from Gamer, going to ruthless online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing is your mom?
Hey guys, apples with peanut butter?
How is this possible? AT&T wireless and home internet.
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection with AT&T wireless and home
Ready.
internet, now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice, you know.
I love sports.
Max Fried's still that run support guy. I think the last 2 opening days he's gotten 27 runs of support.
Sport clips. It's a game changer.
Come on now, let's flex those toes. Do a new outline, it's your vision. Do a new slide, your precision. Track the sound, deliver, make it sing. AI builds the deck so you can build that thing. Do that with that bag.
8-9 the top of the order for the Giants as they start their half of the fifth, trailing the Yankees 7-0 on opening day. Pleasure to be joined by Commissioner Rob Manfred in the booth. Happy opening day, Mr. Commissioner. This is pretty good stuff.
Thanks, man. Great opening day. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic.
We have so many questions. I mean, Hunter and Cece and I, we were going into, let's ask the commissioner about this and about this and about this. Here's the first one. What was your first opening day? I'm just curious.
My very first opening day was a Mets opener it hadn't been 88 or 89.
As a fan?
Yeah. I was working for baseball as an outside lawyer. The Mets used to have a big party, a bunch of commissioner's office people would get invited, and that was the first one.
So, Commissioner, I want to ask you, on the heels of kind of that first opening day, when did you fall in love with baseball? Let's go back even further. What was kind of that journey?
Oh, my first major league game was in 1968. We drove down from upstate New York to see a Yankee game. My dad was a huge Yankee fan. It was Old Timers Day on Saturday, and it was Mantle's last year. I was a huge Mantle fan. He hit 2 home runs in the game. It was the last time he ever hit 2 home runs. He actually hit a home run from each side of the plate.
Oh,
so yeah, it was a pretty good start.
Homer from each side of Nick.
Now they did lose to Minnesota 3-2, but
What we remember is that's a great way to start off being a fan.
Yeah. So it was really fun. Really, really fun.
Full counts and Patrick Bailey 3-2. Now you got to answer CC's questions. These are the hard stuff.
No, my main statement of question was, can we get a 10-run rule? I want to see pictures. I want to see the WBC got to be WBC has got to be like, we need a 10-run rule.
You know what? I took one rule from the WBC, which was the extra inning rule, and I take more static about that than any other rule change. So I'm not really doing the 10-run thing.
That rule is not some success in rule changes. That was known as broadcaster's delight.
Yeah. The broadcasters like it, the fans like it, and my traditionalists are still not on board with that one.
Harrison Baker with a high infield five for the Jets. Chisenhall him. But so far, so good for ABS. I think the response has been great.
Yep.
The uniform personnel, players, and coaches are on board, and we've already had one tonight.
Yeah, I think that using it in the minor.
Yeah, I think everybody doesn't like change, but I think that it's starting to.
There's something fundamental about the desire to get it right in high leverage situations, and if you look at the fundamentals, I think it's a great change for us.
2 quick outs now for Luis Ariz. And, I think a lot of fans would have thought that the umpires would have given you pushback on that, but they too want to get things right. It's the spirit of instant replay, of review.
I agree with that. The umpires have been great in terms about changes in the game that affect them. They really have done.
Ben Rice looks weird to me at first base. It works, but maybe he takes his catcher mantra because it feels like he does that a lot. Yeah. Feels like it's a bit that way, but that's a typical Max Fried start. Maybe if you don't get him in the first inning, you may not get him.
Look at this friend that said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His word.
A lot of things used to suck, like cell phones the size of frozen lasagna. But things change, and after a giant test of millions of customers and data points, now T-Mobile has the best network by like a lot. Check it out for yourself. You can switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes and see what it means to have America's best network. Hey, dude, you won't believe where I am.
When you choose to live a life outside the box, it's just one of many choices you'll make. And when you choose an H&R Block tax expert, you're choosing someone who will be there for when your big ambitions need help with small details.
Hey, how's it going?
For when going it alone doesn't always have to be alone. For when your year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. And for when you need help getting the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Are we the only? Are the Braves the only team that's not playing? Or the first game being Friday?
Mid-game and his call to the bullpen for expert relief is presented.
No, but I think we're the first one to have our first game on Friday, though.
You got into a few spring training contests. Just 7 innings of work, gave up 5 runs. And win is the first option for Tony Vitello in a 7-0 deficit, top of the 6th inning.
And Keaton Wynn, he's a guy who's got a big split finger, real power arm. You're going to see a lot of sinkers up at 98 miles an hour. And had himself a pretty solid sprint, pretty impressive to make the team.
He's to come in this game and just right the ship. I mean, get the boys back, just get him back in so he can just keep swinging the bat, man.
He's a guy that's going to attack the zone for sure. He's not going to walk a lot of people. The pitch is the contact.
Quickly in front, Wells 1-2.
That's something I think a lot of people don't do these days, is pitch to contact. Having a chance to throw the ball over the plate, pitching to contact, getting lead contact, losing lead contact. It's just something that, I feel like the better guys, the better starters, the better relievers in the game do it, but not a lot of guys.
Pitch to contact, come on, see.
Bill Miller's done a pretty dang good job. I mean, there's a couple ones in there probably, but he may could have challenged, but he's been real solid back there.
People think pitching has devolved into in this state. But there are a lot of folks like CC trying to bring it back. And it's still 2-2 to Austin Wells, who's got a couple of base hits here tonight.
Nice play on top. Upper deck. One-handed upper deck. Nice.
Fans are appreciating it, staying locked in.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Austin Wells. Commissioner Manfred was talking about the World Baseball Classic when he dropped by for a quick visit last half inning. I don't know that anybody enjoyed the WBC more than Austin Wells. By virtue of his mother's lineages, played for Team Dominican Republic, hit a big homer, and was like an honorary rice and beans guy. At least that's what his manager Albert Pujols called him.
What's an honorary rice and beans guy? Was he making it or eating it?
He was kind of the not native Spanish speaker who was welcomed warmly by his Dominican teammates, and this one just missed it right.
He almost got himself his first homer, 2 already.
Something of a Renaissance man too. He's like you, Hunter.
Good at bats by the Yankees all night long.
He's a big burrito blogger.
Okay. I got to follow this. I'm a burrito fan as well.
And he takes ball 4 to lead things off in the 6th inning. Well, for first-year manager Tony Vitello, not the start he envisioned. He is in good company. As one of 8 first-year managers in Big League Baseball this year, as we talked about. Lauren has a little bit more on that.
And Maddie, I spoke to Jace Tingler, Tony's bench coach, and he said day 1, Tony was doing his media duties. Then he would sprint over to teach base running. Then he's hitting the PFPs, running over to the cage to dissect swings. We have to remember in college, right, coaches have smaller staffs. They have to do so much more with so much less.
That's a homer in Yankee Stadium right there for Grish, I think.
This is the big leagues, and his staff said, you don't have to do everything anymore. We got people for nothing.
I guess that's the biggest difference too, Lauren, because when we visited with Tony, he talked about so many resources that we take for granted in the big leagues being available at the college game as well. But it's that manpower support, that human support that really has been the big difference for him. And there's a lot of manpower stepping in now in Aaron Judge.
And this is a matchup for Judge. The sinker split goes right into his bat path. This is dangerous.
Judge is open 3 strikeouts, so I know he's looking to barrel something up. So
cranky.
Judge never went through a 4 strikeout game last year and run to an MVP, and it's a ball and a strike. And by the way, he has hit safely in all 9 of his opening days as a Yankee, so that's on the line tonight.
Ooh, that was it.
And you mentioned the 3 strikeouts. Peter, changeup, and Judge swinging in the 4th.
And if you're keeping away right here, it's a 7-run game. You want to get back in here, but it's the right time to challenge them, test your stuff, see if you can put one of the greatest hitters in the game away.
Two the count to Aaron Judge.
And Judge, you don't want the golden sombrero.
Franchise history to have endured 4 strikeout opening days. 4 strikeouts in a game known as the sombrero, the golden sombrero. Oswaldo Cabrera in 2023 against these Giants. And the previous year, Giancarlo Stanton had a 4 strikeout opening day against the Red Sox. Two balls and 2 strikes to Judge.
So this time goes to Keaton Wren, and they're putting the golden sombrero on their head. Giants fans, something to cheer about.
Got to give him a lot of credit right here. Came right after him. Threw a fastball right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Probably, kind of surprised Judd. Probably thought he was going up. But got a fastball right underneath.
If I told you guys that a suggested narrative today would be Yankees scored 7 runs in 5 innings and Aaron Judge strikes out 4 times, you would have said what?
Opening day.
I would have said absolutely not. There's no way. There's no way. But just a testament to the way these guys, put together the lineup. Like I said, 4, 5, and 6 is going to be huge for those guys. Bottom of the lineup.
Judge a golden sombrero, but the Yankees score 7 runs. That could be a dangerous combination for opponents if that continues.
Even though you have an MVP, it takes a team, and it is a deep lineup, and there are no holes. And the bottom of the order really stepped up here against Logan Webb today.
Keaton Winn trying to strand that leadoff walk at first base.
Baseball goes baseball-y real quick, real fast.
A couple of MVP bats. Through 5.5. So a rough night for their captain. Still a 7-0 lead for the Yankees. You're watching opening night presented by Adobe on Netflix.
Wow.
All season long, FanDuel is your home for home runs. All customers choose your own reward today.
Well,
Wake up, you spray tan troll. What's up? Nikki, you told me to roast you if you didn't wake up.
Okay, deal's a deal.
I guess that whole beauty sleep thing is a myth.
That's the best you can do.
You look great for a corpse.
Okay, I'm up. Oh boy, I need something in me.
You mean besides lip filler?
Okay, that was actually pretty good.
I found that fancy restaurant you like on Open Table. But wear a bra this time.
You know I can return you, right?
Good thing you're too lazy.
the Netflix score bug is not great, but that's...
One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits and a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet? I wish to present the importance of hard work and determination. Not backing down when things are tough. Of being there to help a friend. Because it is only when we work together that we achieve true greatness.
100% U.S.-based workforce and 100% U.S.-built fiber broadband network. Spectrum is America's connectivity company.
Got the bleachers there, and you got the same ballpark.
Back from McCovey Cove, our guest, pretty familiar with that little tract of space. As we're back in a 7-0 lead for the New York Yankees, bottom of the 6th inning. Matt Chapman, the first to face Max Fried, as we welcome Barry Bonds into the booth and Joy John, the pregame show. Barry, that looked like you guys were having fun out there.
We had a good time. I think it was really good. The three of us worked together. We worked well. You know, we had CC come in there. Fun.
Get a picture. You gotta get a picture of the man. Really?
It's not hard to talk baseball, all right?
What's your thoughts of the game? What are you watching so far here today? What's popped out for you?
I'm watching just day one right now, right? It's the first game. Things are happening. You know, really, I saw the first and third. That's 2 outs. Really should have got that run. They could have gave the Giants momentum at that time.
Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves. The doing the little things, the first and thirds. Just not trying to do too much. Hopefully, that's a stat that the Braves don't. The LOB stat. Hopefully, that's not.
Chapman, he's got some. It doesn't look like he swings that hard, but he's got those forearms that are crazy. That was 107 off Matt Chapman's bat right here on the right.
That almost went through Jazz's glove, or it did, I guess.
Never seen a guy get made up on the line.
To watch Jazz Chisholm play, I mean, he plays with such joy. He is so much fun to watch. He's a perfect Yankee, man.
Yeah.
He is, and he brings that speed and power combination that they need, you know, in the lineup, and a guy that can steal some bags, and, you know, like you said, try to go 50-50.
I like that. He said a lot of shoot for the stars late in the movie. Speaking of 50-50 and 50 home run kind of guys, Barry, what are some of your memories? And did you set goals before you went into the season? Were you like, I'm going to hit this amount of homers? What was kind of your take on going into the seasons? Well, like I said, my dad believed it all the time. My dad just said, hey, if you do once, you do twice. So consistency is what makes the game. If you're going to hit 300, you should have your people together.
Ralphie Devers with a long shot for Judge. So well hit at number 2.
Max might get through 7 opening day.
Being interested, do you ever think back in a what if sense? What if I was a Yankee? That short porch, you might have hit 1,000 home runs.
I got to tell you a story because George isn't here anymore, so I tell the truth. Well, I would have been the Yankees, but Steinbrenner got on the phone and they called us. They told me, Barry, we're going to give you the money, the highest paid player at that time, but you have to sign the contract by 2 o'clock this afternoon. And I said, excuse me? And I just hung the phone up.
Wow.
And I went to go get lunch, and my, Dennis Gilbert, my agent, they were like, what? Do you know what you just did? I'm like, did you know what he just said? I just said, forget it. Now, I went to go get, by the time I walked down the street to go get lunch, I said, let me just think about this. The Giants called me, and I said, I'm going home.
He said no to George Steinbrenner.
It's the truth. That's exactly what I was told.
Thanks for coming up here. It'll look good for you in the postseason. So still 7-0 Yankees.
Max mowing him down. Not a surprise at all. Good for him.
Third, hypothesize. Fourth, experiment. Fifth, test. 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 Now share results. Before I knew, I was different. Before I understood what nuclear truly meant. Before I could use my mind to move a submarine, I had to be born for it. You can be smart, or you can be nuke smart. All conditions normal.
I've been saving for my first house for years, but to get the best mortgage rate, I want to keep improving my credit. That's why I love thinking each week with Chime. Plus, with Chime Card, I can build credit safely, and since I direct
Really happy that baseball's back and doing its thing. Again, always having something just randomly turning on the TV, finding a game. It's the best, one of the best things you can do, and it really one of my favorites.
T-Mobile members get free MLB.TV. Redeem at T-Mobile.com/MLB. It's a beautiful night in San Francisco. Coit Tower in the distance here at Oracle Park. It's been all about the visiting New York Yankees on top 7-0. Giants on their second reliever of the contest. He is a former Yankee right-hander, JT Brubaker, taking over.
Brubaker. I don't know if you exactly like your first thing being mop-up duty.
It's a 4-pitch mix. He's got the sinker, slider, changeup, and curveball. Uses them all.
It is what it is, but or maybe it's a soft landing spot for it to matter.
He falls behind 3 balls and no strikes. Brubaker got into a handful of games as a Yankee last year and was designated for assignment in August. Signed a minor league deal with the Giants 2 weeks later. And got some big league time in San Francisco last season. He's in the zone for 3-1 now to Rice. Long-time Pirate. And on the appeal, he swung the bat.
No, he didn't.
I think
Ben is going to have to.
third base, I think he did not swing. So he's got the walk.
Said Ben took those pads off rather confidently, so I took the head fake from the third base umpire. And Rice is aboard on the walk. So now Giancarlo Stanton with the leadoff hitter report. Leadoff hitter is
JT Brubaker, not exactly starting off the way you want to. Lead off walk and then ball to Stanton.
7 runs on 9 hits.
And it's just this type of lineup, man, with the power that they have, with the patience that they have, it just drives you crazy as a pitcher. Like you go home after the game, you just spin. You know what I mean? Like you just trying to figure out ways to get strikes, get weak contact, and they're just so patient, make you get in the zone, and when you do, they put the barrel on it.
And it's been clean. And Giancarlo, I'm sure the Yankees are excited to see how on everything is. It's just been coming off his bat hot, but a lot of line drives, a lot of healthy swings on balance.
Stanton 2 for 3 with an RBI tonight. Major League Baseball's active home run leader, 453. An appropriate conversation after our visit with Barry Bonds. Stanton 40th on the all-time home run list. 2-2.
Yep.
And that time,
There you go.
Big G unable to hold up.
Pretty impressive, though. Just not math major, but I believe that's 47 home runs away from 500. And right here gets the slider away.
If Stanton plays a couple more seasons, I think he'll get 500.
So that's pretty cool. That is close. 500 to get to the home? I think so.
Yeah.
Right, those thresholds changed a little bit, but I think that's a pretty big number. And another first pitch base hit by a Yankee. Jazz Chisholm's first knock of the night.
I don't know much. Well, I do, but the strategy against the Yankee hitters, maybe act them like the first pitch is an 0-2 pitch.
Take a look right here. And this wasn't even the first pitch fastball. He gets a breaking ball up out over the plate. And there was no flinch or anything, just back legging like he was looking curveball. Saw it good. Healthy hack. That was really good about that.
Can't just have a kidney over or a.
As a starting pitcher, you see the boys swinging the bat like this over the night. You're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good
That's a good memory. And to Max's credit, you get a like you mentioned, you get ahead. He has just suffocated the Giants' offense.
That just Schmidt going from first to or third to first doesn't feel smooth to me.
We head into the seventh inning stretch. Jason Bateman gives us a closer look at one of baseball's oldest traditions.
Take me out to the ball game. It's a plea to be somewhere special, to witness something larger than life. Take me out with the crowd. Place me in the swelling ocean of strangers who become neighbors. It's at that moment we are
Forget Sandy Leon wore 8.
just like on opening day. Every team's alive, every fan believes. This is opening night.
I don't know if Max will go back out there. I didn't know what his pitch count was. Take me out to Two, 3 strikes, you're out.
Or cut off from any rescue attempt. It's all wrong. I can't imagine the dangers they're facing. Shots on the news in the category 5 school.
Next year, saw this and start playing.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
From sandlots back to stadiums, the game starts the same, with a ball and a bat. What's changing is how fans engage with them. It's why Major League Baseball partners with Adobe to harness the power of creativity and marketing tools to turn their history, heroes, and rituals into personalized experiences for over 300 million fans around the world. MLB Fan Experience. It starts with Adobe.
Business still busy in McCovey Cove as we welcome you back to opening day on Netflix. The Yankees with a 7-0 lead getting out of the 7th inning stretch. 5 in the second, 2 more in the 5th, and the rest of it has been a nasty Max Fried, limiting the Giants to just 2.
Oh yeah, 83 pitches. Same way. I don't know how long it got me.
Ramos and Casey Smith for San Francisco, trying to get something started here late tonight.
Took Fried a little bit to settle into this game. You know, the 4-pitch walk to start the game. It was a little erratic to start, but, you know, the guys put their runs early in the game allowed him to settle in, and start, coming to the strike zone, and here we are in the 7th inning.
Yeah, it's been impressive. And the Giants, as Barry Bonds mentioned, they had their chance, like you said in the first, to walk a single and get some really common strikeout. And it's been all Max Fried since then.
Yep. You don't get Max in the first, you're probably not going to get him.
Jake Bird's up in the bullpen for New York.
Well, welcome back to baseball, everybody. And now that we've had a 7th inning stretch that take me out to the ball game, does it feel real?
Yeah,
We're back.
We're back.
I know for a sold-out crowd, it doesn't feel like the season has started yet. Giants fans wait for something to get loud about. And they're going to have to wait a little bit.
There is nothing to.
Max Fried has been ornery tonight.
I like that word, and I was just thinking about how he spent his early years in Atlanta, right, with influences of Glavine and Maddox and Smoltz, and now he's in New York, being expunged to Andy Pettit and UCC. I don't think there's been a free agent other than Garrett Cole maybe in 2020 who came to the Yankees who was immediately as effective as Max Fried has been since CC.
Boy, Lord, you make a really good point. And the very effective aforementioned lefty is done after 6 1/3 of shutout baseball.
Could have kept going, probably. But
Line in, clock out. Corona, La Playa awaits. The new IHOP value menu. All your breakfast faves, like pancakes, eggs, and bacon, are just $6 every day. Cheesy scrambles, French toast, and omelets with pancakes, all $6 each. The new value menu every day at IHOP.
well, let's see if the Yankee mop-up duty bullpen can just make it easy on themselves.
The app the pros trust most. With over 500,000 new listings every month, you can find the one today. So yeah. Better put a key ring on it.
You can say that again.
You better put a key ring on it. Make it real with Realtor.com.
We were returning home, and one of the flight attendants asked Bronx if he wanted to see the flight deck and meet Captain Andy.
I'd like to sit in the driver's seat. It was so cool.
I grew up in an aviation family, and seeing Bronx kind of reminded me of myself when I was that age. He was fearless, he was confident.
It felt like I was a captain.
These little interactions can shape
Pretty
his future.
cool.
That little snapshot of allowing my son to see the flight deck will stick with us forever. That's how good.
44, trying to watch all sports. The Hornets didn't get any help tonight so far to try to move up the standings.
But this summer, the drama heads to the bleachers. Get ready for the Ultimate Power Showcase, the MLB Home Run Derby, Monday, July 13th, live right here on Netflix. Jake Bird, the first in from the Yankee bullpen tonight. He inherits a clean base path and a 7-0 lead with 1 out in the 7th.
There's a look at the numbers last year for Jake Bird. 4-2 with a 5.53. 5-pitch mix. Pitches off his sweeper a little bit backwards. Sweeper, senior curveball, cutter, and 4-seamer.
How about Max Fried tonight, guys? 2 hits into the 7th inning. In fact, he puts himself into very elite Yankee company with that opening day line. It's 1-2 to Ramos. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
And you see, that's why I say it's different when you're a Yankee, because it's when you do something cool as a Yankee, like it's some cool names you get to pass and like get this sit next to. So it's awesome to see him be able to do that. But Max is just coming to New York and been himself, been accountable. I think that's the biggest word that Boone said, when we talked to him. It's just him being accountable. And that makes a huge difference in the clubhouse. And,
Yep, that was vintage Max Fried there.
Doing your business and, having a chance to go out and win 19 games last year, it's been awesome.
Jake Bird picking up right where he left off with a strikeout of Ramos for out number 2.
And I mentioned this earlier. You said it, accountability, no excuses, low maintenance for Mooney, but
that's infectious in the clubhouse when he loves pitching. He mentioned that he's smart, he's relaxed. He's a California kid that has kind of a more relaxed vibe. But when you love to pitch and you're studying and you're smart, you just help everyone around you. And what a tone he set.
And he's standing right next to Will Warren right there, and that's rubbing off on him. And it's just great when you have that type of accountability from your superstar, like you said, low maintenance, and it just rubs off on everybody.
So 2 gone. Here's Casey Schmidt hit by a pitch and hit into a fielder's choice tonight. 0-1 from Bird. On the ground, patch Bird for Jazz.
Rice just doesn't look smooth at first to me, but it's probably because I watch Matt Olson so much that kind of spoiled in that, I guess.
No one goes to Hank's for his spreadsheets. He doesn't sell them. He does sell a darn good slice. When business slowed, Hank decided to bring back the $1 slice. He just asked Copilot in Excel to help make it. Suddenly, Hank says, "You gotta try this place," kind of thing.
All right.
Hank makes the pizza.
Hey, how you doing?
Copilot handles the spreadsheets.
Enjoy.
Taxes, chasing updates, and getting nowhere. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert, doing it all for you, while keeping you in the loop, so you can keep chasing this feeling. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free.
I don't know what they were talking about because the box was still on my screen. Are they supposed to take the box off for the ABS? I don't know. Gotta figure that one out.
Yeah, I did. I was so hell before. Come and eat some W's with me. Come and eat some food. You can see. Right to that. Watch out. Get on my nerve, man. Yeah, we've had some fun watching Heisman Trophy winner and NFL Pro Bowler Jameis Winston have fun here at Oracle Park as we welcome you back on opening day. Brett McMahon leads things off in the Yankee half of the eighth. Jameis, it looks like you've been having the most fun of any of us tonight. Absolutely, man. I am a fun person, and I know gratitude is the key to abundance. And I'm grateful to be sitting here between Jay and Jacob and get a chance to watch a good old baseball game. I'm gonna be sitting down, man. I've been on the run.
I mean, Jameis, that is how you do it. That's how you enjoy a baseball game, my man. But I need one more thing from you. We saw the base hit off of Max Fried. Can you get into the Giants dugout? Can you give me a little pep speech? What do they got to do? What's the approach when you were facing Max Fried in college?
Well, my approach to Max Fried, we was at Petco Park, and they had a little short portion of the field. So my desire was to hit the ball off that wall over there at Petco Park. It didn't quite work out. It got to the 3-2 count, so I said, "Hey, man, I'm going to get a base." So I just stayed inside the ball, and I kept my back in the zone as long as possible. And I hit right over the second baseman head for a single. But man, one thing, I got a question for you. Netflix said they ever gonna take me out to a ball game, but typically don't that come with peanuts and Cracker Jacks? And I ain't had no peanuts or
I'm in the stadium. Get this man some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. That's real.
You got any peanuts?
There's got to be something at the ball. There's definitely peanuts and Cracker Jacks. If you had like a wrestling move, what would you pull off on the two men beside you? What would you give them some people's elbow? What's the Jameis Winston, the W eating machine? Would you munch on something? Like, what's the attack?
Look, Today I got a chance to be a ball boy. You know, but Jimmy had told me, he said, you know, we call it ball dude, right? And one of my favorite things for WWE superstars is, you know, they got mad at me because I threw the ball over the net. And they were like booing me because I didn't pick a kid to give it to. So I'm getting to the joke, but well, you know what I told him? I said, it doesn't matter what you do. So I get in the same guy, and I did what The Rock did, and I just let them know, like, you can't play no games with me because it doesn't matter what you do.
Jameis is such a weirdo.
You got some real bodyguards down there right now, too. Man, look, let me tell you something about these men. Like, these men know how to put on the show. Listen. One thing people don't know about WWE is that they're really writing the script as they go. Like, so these are prime entertainers. Jay, man, tell me, if you could write the script right now, what would you do? What would you tell the Yankees? What would you tell the Giants to do for them to get some runs on the board, bro? Man, come on, Giants, we just got to ride it right quick, dudes. That's all. I'm here. I'm for support. You know what I'm saying? As far as Yankees go, we got 2 words for you. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate this. That was a hometown hero. Thank y'all.
Cheers, thanks. Quick 1, 2, 3 innings, still 7-0 New York.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer, the homebody who prefers the great indoors. But nature does call, and outside is outside. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price, delivered right to their door or right to the couch. For quality meds and great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
So 26 has more roads to greatness than ever before. Bringing expanded amateur years, 19 colleges, the chance to leave your legacy at Cooperstown, captaining your squad for the World Baseball Classic, an action that feels more real than ever. With so many ways to play, you might have to steal time from somewhere else.
Great work, Aaron. It's a little stiff today, huh?
MLB The Show 26. Make your mark.
Rated E for everyone.
Millions of listings on apartments.com
And homes.com.
where you'll find virtually any place you can live.
It'd be quicker to list the places you can't.
Like a bungalow atop Old Space.
Nope, can't live here.
At the DMV. On this impossibly petite sandbar. It's Philadelphia.
I was hoping for a little bit more action on both sides for the first game, but
Won me the tournament. I once had an 8-leg parlay. An octopus, if you will. Came down to a game in Detroit. I heard the team's plane got in super late the night before. So I figured I'd use my Bet365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under. Did you win? Well, let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10 get $365 in bonus tax.
Netflix's coverage of opening night baseball is brought to you by Into a TurboTax. Now this is taxes.
It's been all Yankees on this MLB opening night here in San Francisco on Netflix. A 7-0 lead for New York.
see, that sounds really hard, but that
Bailey has lined out on the first pitch, 1 away.
a ballpark just seems impossible to hit homers. I know people do, but jeez.
Tonight's matchup live. Just head to the FanDuel app and get in the show with Boosted Bet.
That floating Giants hot tub is about as lonely as the hits column on the scoreboard tonight. There's 2 hits for San Francisco. Yankees.
They are winning, baby. I gotta get out there with everything.
It's so fun.
I gotta get out
You're
there.
in the water, you're winning. You know what I'm saying?
It's gotta be a big game though, 'cause it's a little chilly right now. It's got a little cold.
Or bring yourself a lot of clothes.
Harrison Bader, the batter, with 1 gone. Again, just 2 hits for San Francisco tonight.
And for Brent Hedrick, He's got elite extension. He gets way down the mound, big, tall, lanky, four-seamer slider, split finger. The 94 plays up.
Right now for the Giants hitters, are they just trying to leave here with something? Get it back, do something. Like
You got to. It matters. You don't want to go down 7-0. You want to put some momentum, get some energy because you got an off day after opening day, which is one of the toughest things.
first couple
When
weeks.
they get it going. But for the Giants, these innings really matter. Make something happen. Get something to feel good about.
Well, I'll tell you one thing the Giants would love to get rid of, because if it continues and ends this way, the last time the Giants were 2 hit and shut out on opening day was 100 years ago.
Oof.
The 1926 Giants of New York, of course. They were shut out by the Brooklyn Dodgers. And when you're talking about it's been 100 years since this or that, Luis Arias standing right with hit number 3.
Well, at least you got 3 hits.
It wasn't a home opener, but opening day against the Dodgers. Kershaw threw a shutout, hit a home run. The biggest one. That was painful.
Now we got to talk about the hits.
That streak is alive, man, and this is harder to go. Maybe months without a bat, and then come in and continue the streak.
I agree.
Congratulations.
I agree.
Let's go.
It's definitely harder to keep
That
it going.
is so hard.
As it may be harder, I think it's trash if you count that as a hit.
No way.
Over multiple seasons, it's got to be with an asterisk. It's got to be with an asterisk. He had to rest in the matches. 56 straight.
If you've ever played baseball, it's about rhythm and momentum. And when you get into a streak, it's because you're in a roll. And to stay on a roll from the end of a season and go into the next season is extraordinarily difficult. It actually needs not an asterisk, it needs a superstar. Exclamation
It's
point.
more impressive.
Look, it's way more impressive to keep that going.
It's been a lot of games in the major leagues, and it's easy to hit, by the
I
way.
used to respect you guys.
Come on now. I lost it all. Hit streak.
2 balls and a strike on Matt Chapman with the Rise aboard. Let's talk a little bit about Luis Arias, though, because look, this is a guy who wasn't finding a lot of offers in the offseason. He's still on the right side of 30. He's won 3 batting titles, back-to-back years of leading the National League in hits, and somehow he is criminally underrated.
Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating to watch every offseason he goes into free agency and just not get any play or not get
That's because he's not a really good defender.
You know, I think at a time when, the league is not hitting for a high average and him being able to win batting titles, put the ball in play, barrel up the ball is a super skill that I think he should be paid for.
He's an incredible ball player. He has intangibles. This guy has more energy than almost anyone you'll ever see. He's really exciting. You see the passion. A hero of the WBC. This was a 3-hole hitter for Venezuela who won the WBC, the captain. And you can tell the respect that he has among his peers.
It's because he's not a great defender, and nobody's saying he's still not an elite badge of ball skill, but
How good a pickup the Giants are extraordinarily happy to have him because his bat plays so beautifully in this ballpark. And I mean, all 4 of his at bats, you can see him grinding and just he put up the best at bats of the game for the Giants.
And just a great teammate too.
Yeah.
Always in a good mood.
Always.
I mean, having him and Willie in the same clubhouse has got to be a lot of fun.
There's going to be so much energy, and those guys are going to get after it day in and day out. It is impressive.
You also feel like with another contact guy in the lineup, it'll give the first-year manager maybe a chance to hit and run a little bit and be a little bit more creative. The Giants have stacked up multiple base runners for the first time since the first inning tonight.
Great point, though, Matt.
And here's Rafi Devers now. First and second with 2 gone.
it's just such a hard ballpark to be an offensive player in.
He's entertaining as well, day in and day out.
No, I think he was alone that he missed that fastball, but you're right. That the 94 to 93 plays up. Got on him a little better. Got on him a little quicker than he thought.
Only 2 strikes.
And I like that adjustment. He sees him upset. He was late on the fastball. Devers tried to speed up a little bit. He slows it down. Where do you go from here, CC?
I'm going back to the slider. 2 more times.
Oh, I like it.
Went back on the slider and got a fly ball for Trent Grisham. The Giants score
Donuts.
blew 8 to the 9th for Judge Bellinger and Rice in a 7-0 Yankee lead.
Wake up, you spray tan troll.
What's up?
Nikki, you told me to roast you if you didn't wake up.
Okay, deal's a deal.
I guess that whole beauty sleep thing is a myth.
That's the best you can do.
You look great for a corpse.
Okay, I'm up. Oh boy, I need something in me.
Do you mean besides lip filler?
Okay, that was actually pretty good.
I found that fancy restaurant you like on Open Table, but wear a bra this time.
You know I can return you, right?
Good thing you're too lazy.
You know me well.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives a lot more. T-Mobile families saved over $3,700 compared to the other big guys in the past 5 years. Our experience plans include amazing benefits like top streaming services, free Dash Pass by DoorDash, and a bunch more. Oh yeah, and a 5-year price guarantee. So you keep saving. Save on a big scale. Switch to T-Mobile and even pay off your old phone up to $800.
And just for the record again, it's opening night, not opening day.
Oakland lost its third major sports franchise, and so that was the catalyst that brought the Oakland Ballers into fruition. Running a baseball team is like running multiple businesses in one. Gusto, taking care of the payroll and the HR aspects of that, has allowed us to focus on baseball. I'm not an HR person, I'm not a payroll person. It's helped me build HR and payroll organizations. The Ballers are our way of giving back to the city of Oakland, and quite frankly, we couldn't have done it without Gusto.
Submit your picks in the 2026 MLB Opening Day Pick'em presented by Konami Baseball. Visit MLB.com/pick'em. Rules and restrictions apply. A reminder that MLB app has you covered all season long in personalized highlights. Download the MLB app, the #1 app for live baseball. Another pitching change for San Francisco. Right-hander Caleb Killian making his Giants debut. A long road back to San Francisco. Aaron Judge picking at the first pitch. Very much wanting to avoid a deep count and a potential 5-strikeout game. Well, been a rough day for Aaron. 4 strikeouts tonight.
Yeah, just take a look here at the pitches. 2 on the changeup from Webb, a sinker, and a 4-seamer. Looking the low one from Keith Wynn after a couple of splits, and this time attacks the first pitch. Tough night for Chubb,
But you gotta know he's swinging first pitch right there.
as quick as I can.
First pitch to Cody Bellinger misses inside.
And Matty, as you were saying, the long road back, he was traded for Chris Bryant and goes over to the Cubs. He was definitely highly touted in the Giants organization. Some injuries over with the Cubs. This is his first time back in the big leagues since 2024, and really just a dynamic spring training. The velo is up. He's feeling healthy and pretty impressive to keep battling and make his way back to the black and orange.
Dealt with some pretty significant health setbacks. He's changed his diet and his workout routine, and he's that guy that has that problem we'd all love to have. Wants to add weight.
Never had that problem.
Come on, it's easy.
Did you lose weight during the season, Hunter?
Yes, it was hard for me to put it on until like later in my career where I was finally like, once I always fluctuate with it. When I got to 230, I always wanted to get there. I was like, I can't barely move, so I had to take it off again. It was part of my journey.
3 balls and no strikes to count to Bellinger.
98 from there. That's
Where did you want to be when you were playing? Did you have a specific spot that felt right for you?
Anytime I was in between 305 and 320, I was at my best, which is crazy. I consider myself like an offensive line.
I mean, mass is gas.
Mass equals gas.
Gives you that power, effortless power.
2 got in the 8th. The 9th, I beg your pardon. So 2 quick outs for Caleb Killian. He goes to work on Ben Rice with the bases empty. Giants are running out of canvas tonight on opening day. Trailing 7-0 here in the ninth. Max Fried was great starting for New York tonight. 6 1/3 of shutout baseball, struck out 4. Logan Webb, 6 earned runs of the 7 allowed in his 5 innings tonight.
You know, and if you're going to take a silver lining as the Giants, and you come into this season, the bullpen is the biggest question mark. And you fall behind, Logan doesn't have to start. You know you can count on him. He's going to bounce back. But you get in, Brew Baker comes out.
Yeah, maybe my Giants might be a sleeper pick is a little definitely unknown because the top of the order is spicy, but the bottom, mid-bottom, plus if they have bullpen question.
Yeah, with a couple of the injuries, Randy Rodriguez and Figueroa, 2 guys they really relied on, and some of these guys stepping up that have good springs coming in. I know it's just one game, but some of these guys that if they can show up are going to really set this team apart and make them work.
Well, an impressive ninth from one of their bullpen pieces. Last chance for San Francisco, trailing 7-0 on opening night.
Oh, that's a winner. I didn't think he was a baseball fan, man.
Come on, I love homers. And this little bad boy, let's get pick one for free every day of the week. I can make a picture.
Monday, Tuesday, walk-off Wednesdays, Comfort Thursdays, 4 bagger Fridays, and I didn't notice that. How about Big Swing Sunday?
Ooh, nah.
Another whiff by Rizzo.
Yeah, let's leave the baseball stuff to us.
Yeah.
We watch every day.
Play Daily Dealer free every day for a chance to win a profit boost. FanDuel, your home for home runs.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the dew.
I wish to present the importance of hard work and determination. Of not backing down when things are tough. Of being there to help a friend. Because it is only when we work together that we achieve true.
All right, one more 3 outs for the Yankees to get a shutout for the Giants to not be shut out for the first time in 100 years. We'll see. But I think you feel pretty good if you're the Yankees. I know it's only one game, but if Max Fried looks like that, they get their starting pitching back. They hold their head above water until those guys get back, and Aaron Judge isn't going to go 0-for-5 with 4 strikeouts many a time. So I think they'll be all right.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority in the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted.
Hope more people will come when do the Braves, and I'm trying to do it more consistently. And
Back at Oracle Park, where the Yankees are 3 outs away from sealing up an opening day win on the road, and they'll turn to somebody very familiar to the Giants and their fans. Former Giant right-hander Camilo Duvall takes over here tonight.
Really?
Very familiar to the Giants. Pitched really well for them. Traded over late last year to seal up this Yankees bullpen. Throws it up to 101. Slider, cutter, sinker.
He's a huge piece of this Yankees bullpen. So if he has a good year.
Whew.
Case of the Yanks there is Jose Caballero. Clocks one, and it's an error on the shortstop that puts the leadoff hitter aboard for the Giants in their half of the ninth.
Hey, base runners any way you can. And hustling right here, and that's just a tough hop right there. Look right here. Gloves down, bounces
See if the
doesn't happen too often. Big league fields are pretty nice, but that was a tough hop. That was a tough hop on.
So that'll bring up Jung-Hoo Lee, who is 0 for 3 on opening night. Yeah, Camilo Duvall was an all-star with the Giants in 2023. Led the National League with 39 saves. Traded to the Yankees mid-season last year, got into 22 games with the Yanks. And did not have the same kind of success. His ERA in that stretch as a Yankee was near 5. But this is a power arm, make no mistake. And with David Bednar as the closer, a pretty good back of the bullpen combination for the Yankees.
I would have made him throw a strike.
Where do you guys have the Yankees? Here we are in the early stages of the season, the very earliest, in terms of the AL East. Because there have been a lot of improvements in that division, top to bottom.
Yeah, it's been a lot of improvements. Like you said, top to bottom, you got Pete Alonso going to Baltimore. You got Boston improving. Pitching that they had Sonny Gray and Ranger Suarez. But, I just think the Yankees with, the pitching that they're going to get back. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt. I think they have a chance to really run away with this division. Obviously, Toronto won it last year. They're going to be back. But I think, with the Yankees will stay healthy. Obviously, you see the lineup can, do some damage, make you throw a lot of pitches. And if they continue to do that, I think they'll be fine.
CC, and I'll tell you this, the AL East is going to be so fun to watch because don't even sleep on the Rays. They got some young talent out and some arms coming back as well.
Like the ball just seems like it goes to die at Oracle Park, even when you hit the ball hard. One out though.
Two longtime favorites. 1 out, 1 on here in the last of the night for Elliot Ramos. So if the Yankees occupy, let's say, a favorites position in the AL East among the favorites,
See, he could have challenged that one.
Mad race to try to run down the Dodgers in the NL West.
Yeah, I mean, you got to tip your cap to Dodgers back-to-back World Series championships. They added Edwin Diaz to the closer role, which is pretty impressive. You added a Kyle Tucker as well. It's an incredible organization, and they execute. They do the fundamentals right on top of being superstars. So the Giants, and I mean, the Padres are incredible. People that sleep on what the Diamondbacks were doing, but it's similar to kind of the AL East and the NL. The NL West is just a bunch of powerhouses. We have a deep lineup. I think they're up there. They can compete for it if they play good baseball.
Allen gets away from Wells. Wild pitch that will advance. Adames second with 1 away.
Yeah, I mean, you look around the Giants. I mean, they got a lot of veterans on the team, and if they play well, catch the ball, play good defense, and stay healthy, they definitely have a chance. But the Dodgers and the Padres being at the top, and like you said, the Diamondbacks, improving every year. It's going to be a tough. Both divisions are very, very good.
The backbone of any team is pitching and defense, and you're looking at Rocky Ray as well. Logan Webb has to, it's going to. You're expecting.
Yeah, man, Camilo Duvall just I wanted him so bad with the Braves, but it just has not.
But that's another huge arm. So they have to start pitching to battle with anyone on a day-to-day out basis.
3 balls and a strike to Ramos. On the ground, no chance for Caballero, and the Giants are down to their last out.
It's the.
Take another look. Caballero gets another chance, goes in there, one-handed, kind of kicks up on the heel of the glove as well.
Yep.
Able to scoop it up, and then Rice, take that man to dinner, scooping you another one. That's a good pick.
Casey Schmidt with 2 gone and a runner at third in a 7-0 deficit. And on the first pitch, a high drive for Aaron Judge.
7-0 shutout. They scored a touchdown and let it go. But thanks for hanging. First of many. Most of them will be Braves related from now on. But as always, go baseball, go Braves. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging. Much appreciated and all that. And I'll have everything covered from the Braves every single day. So make sure you're subscribed and all that good buttons and all that.
Since 1967. And the good thing about baseball is something that